Morning, fellow leagueies. Ammo is looking lovingly at me, and the key is to feed him before I go, because then he won't notice me going. But today we're off on a great trip to Ilsetet, the home of the birthplace of Rugby League. We're also going to Mandet, and there's a bit of a story there. And we're looking for a disused railway line near Perpignan. There's some horrific stories. So we're off on the adventure now. I'm going to pick up David Foti en route in Windsor. So join me for another Rugby League adventure. Okay, Ammo, here's your food, mate. Enjoy it. I'm off. Okay, good morning, fellow leaguers. Just waiting for David now in Windsor. It's a bloody rugby union town. So anyway, then we're off on a couple of adventures today, including a very interesting World War II story. So the mad Italian Australian should be with me in a mo. Dave, picked him up at the roundabout here. It's a damn rugby union town here, Dave. I'll tell you what, I've just seen something on the way out, and we're going to destroy this with some TNT. Okay, yeah, when I drove into Windsor just now, I saw this huge, grotesque thing. Look at that. Okay, guy with a rugby ball, I like that, but wrong code, wrong shirt, mate. There he goes. Okay. One night we're going to come here with some TNT and some local transistors and blow the thing up. Right, we're off on a rugby league adventure. Well, we're on our way now. We may be slowed down because we have mum and dad here with the Espoir. Wow. God, look at those horns. You don't want to argue with them, do you? We're Rugby Tres supporters. Okay, that's fine. Not transistor. Okay, so Dave and I have just arrived in Mandet, and we've got a lovely little rugby league story to tell you. Okay, this is on the Col de Mandet, which goes up. You see the top there? That's the border with Catalonia, Spain, and we're heading up there to around about 2,000 meters to the house of the Germans, the Baranac de Almini, for a very good Rugby Tres story. We'll see you in about 2 hours. Oh, probably a dirty old screen. Well, we're coming up. We should be at Baranac de Almini, fellow leagueies, in about 5 minutes. And there you can see the border at the top between Catalonia, Spain, and here we are in French Catalonia. There you go. We come from Mandet, 3.5 kilometer, hour and a half. A bit longer today because of the heat. And can you imagine, during the war, the family probably of the Gouaches, the Tujagues, the Jordas, who were born in Catalonia, Spain, fleeing along this route from fascism and Franco, and then ending up in France, and their grandfathers becoming great players of rugby league for clubs like Tres Catalan and Saint-Estève and Pierre and Perpignan. And then their sons, and now the sons of sons, Bernard, and the great job he's done at the Dragons, Jacques Jourda, the ex-coach of France, Julien Tuchagues, son of Jean-Claude. Little did they know, families of great rugby league players and families that escaped Spain and Franco-fascism, walking into Field Marshal Pétain and more fascism, but at least they escaped Franco, and we inherited as a game some great people. Okay, well, Dave and I we're nearly here at Baranac de Almini, the house of the Germans. My God, it's hot today, and we're just going along the trail now, and I'll tell you about the story of the house of the Germans. Okay, so here we are at Baranac de Almini, the house of the Germans. Altitude 1,968 meters. Refuge to Almini, and now it's a refuge. Sorry. So in World War II, the older Germans, Dave, soldiers that They couldn't fight on the front, the eastern or western fronts. They were from World War II, guys in their 50s, 60s, all from Bavaria because they were great mountain hikers. So they'd have half a dozen stationed here in this lodge, and they'd be looking for people coming this way, fleeing Field Marshal Petain, the Vichy regime, the fascists of Hitler, and coming this way from the Col de Mandet, the families of Catalonia fleeing Franco-fascism. Many families, as I mentioned, coming along these routes over the mountains that became great rugby league families in Perpignan and surrounding regions over the years. So yeah, that's our little story of the House of the Germans and Baronet de Almany. We're going to head back now for lunch. Hopefully it won't take us about an hour and a quarter to get back, and we'll meet a guy that supports the Catalan Dragons, go to Il Setet, and then, yes, that disused railway line. And what a story that is for Rugby League. Okay, so Dave and I have arrived in Mandet after the walk in the House of the Germans. We're absolutely sweating, and we're waiting on a couple of beer pression and some lunch. And then after that, we're heading off to Il Setet to find the home of the founder of French Rugby League. And then, yes, the tragic story of the disused railway track near Perpignan and how it's connected to French Rugby League. Ah, Kenya. And served to us by a Dragon supporter. We're going to invite you to the next game. Okay, Dave, salute. Oh, so Dave and I now, can you see the Canigou? We're on our way back from Mandet. What a great lunch. And yeah, the House of the Germans. And we met a couple of Trezistas in the restaurant. And now we're heading off to Il Setet and a Rugby League story. Okay, here we have a stadium here for Il Setet 13. Going past now, nice floodlights. And saw them the other week when they played Pia. Ah, David's decided to take a little tour to the stadium because I thought we were going to a very special bar for a moment. But first of all, we're going to the stadium of Il Setet Rugby League Club. Very nice swimming pool as well. And of course, why is Il Setet so famous? Come on, you know. Il Setet is the famous home of the founder of French Rugby League, Jean Gallia. Il Setet is the famous home of the founder of French Rugby League, Jean Gallia. So here we are at Stade Jean Gallia. I like the kit. Dave, they made real kit in those days. Look at those boots. And here's a French international from the town, Alain Touchchagis. Sorry about the pronunciation, Alan. I didn't mean it. But wow, I actually met Jean Gallia's wife. She was in her late 80s at a game in Toulouse many, many moons ago. But wow, look at that. The man who switched from rugby union to rugby league, he saw the light. And the stadium here is named after him. Let's have a little look. Obviously, Dave, it's outside of the footy season, so it's closed. But we can have a look through the gates, rather like the zoo. I've got a little stand over there. See the post, nice floodlights. Not too sure about the running track. We don't have speedway, do they here?
No, it's a running track.
But look, there's another 2 or 3 little statues and things there, which is a shame we can't get in, and the sun is so hot. I mean, it really is. It really is. But look, we made the effort, Dave. We made the effort.
Yeah, a bit of a view like that.
Better view here. So let's have a look. I'll do that. So, guys, the hand is going through now.
A bit closer. See if you can go on that with.
Ah, there we go.
Zoom.
That'll do, Dave. That'll do. Ooh. So there we go. Thanks, mate. Really enjoyed that. Stade Jean Gallia, the founder of French Rugby League. We salute you, Dave. Salute. Come on, salute. We do. Dave, salute. Come on. Proper Aussie salute there. No, not that salute, mate. Not round here. You get shot, you know. Right, he only meant that as a joke. Okay, let's go off to the local rugby league bar. Well, don't believe Dave did that, but I think it's the Italian in him, okay? Even though he's from Australia, he's Italian, really. And they all have that little bit of Mussolini in them, don't they? So here's Il Setet, the birthplace of Jean Gallia, the founder of French Rugby League. Been here before, and there's a great bar. I can never pronounce his name, actually, because he played for South Sydney Rabbitohs many, many moons ago. And then he met a French girl, and they fell in love. And he's still here. That's happened to a lot of guys, by the way. I know a lot of players, Aussies, Kiwis, English to a lesser extent, that never went home. They played rugby league here in France, fell in love with a local girl, and never went home. Okay, right, we're going to park up now and go to the bar. Okay, well we're here, but Dave said it's ferme. How can it be ferme? It's 5:30, Dave. Okay. Now,
Normally opens at 6 o'clock.
okay. So
15 minutes before, we'll go for a beer next.
just explain it, the name of the player here is, because I can never pronounce it. I remember he's from Croatia. Stroko Wokovic.
No, of course.
Milosevic. No, they got rid of him. Stankovic.
Klaus Stankovic.
Stinky Wonkovic.
Klaus.
Stiklos.
Klaus. Let's stick it Klaus.
Klaus.
Plankovic or something.
Klaus Stinky Wonkovic. God almighty. You know.
We'll fix it up later.
Yeah. Do you know, I thought he played for Penrith Panthers in St George, but you said
Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs, right? But
21,
that was when the Rabbitohs were pretty messy. That was when the Rabbitohs were pretty useless, yeah? Back in the bad days, yeah?
That was when Ian Robertson or that was there, and what was the captain, Andrews?
Okay.
They weren't Rabbitohs back then.
Yeah, but
The
Dave.
first team was a big team. You sit out here, man. Sit out here.
Okay, so we'll have a beer. So we're not open yet, but what we're going to do, we're going to sit here and talk rugby league. Dave, here's Yannick should have been here today, but he's got a bit of grand beer, messy. He's got a bit of bronchitis. That's a shame, because I really want to get Yannick featured more in these blogs, because he's a natural, Dave, you know. How natural is Yannick?
He's one of the biggest treasures I know.
The biggest, he can't
Treasures. One of the biggest treasures. He's never played the game, but he just loves it so much. He hates rugby union.
Now, I like that. I like that on a number of points.
100% rugby league. He loves the contact. He loves how the game is played. Never played it, but just loves it.
I like Yannick. I've taken to him, you know.
Yeah.
He really just shows a lot of ambiance, doesn't he? You know. No, he's a great guy, you know, and we shall invite him to another Dragons game at some stage. But, okay, Dave, salute. We've had a very good, interesting day actually, and so after Il Setet, so the home, by the way, of Jean Gallia, originally the founder of French Rugby League, and then I'm going to go off to Saint Estève, where we have a war memorial, and then for all you rugby league fans out there in England, we're going to go, and Australia, not forgetting you, Dave, we're going to go to the very secret place at Reef Salts in the railway line, where I've probably got to climb a few fences, get under a bit of barbed wire, probably get arrested by some security guy. But Dave, we're going to get to the truth. This needs telling, this story. It's a shocking story, and it needs to be made public. Okay, we have some very good news. We're in Il Setet. Yannick has turned up, but he's feeling absolutely murdered, so he's having a Perrier water. So he's still recovering from the Dragon Catalan match last week. But whoa! So we're waiting for the bar to open next door. So hopefully in a minute. And there's a rather large dog here, who's very, very nice, which I'm going to adopt. I love Perros. Wow! And so this is Il Setet, and we're now going to have a big rugby league discussion. Okay, we're going now to the bar that we were going to go to the bar before the bar when we didn't go to the bar, but he's there now, and I can't pronounce his name. How do we pronounce his name, Dave?
Perkovic.
Klaus
Perkovic.
Perkovic. He was Croatian, yeah?
Yeah.
Or Serbian. And he played for South Sydney. Okay. And here we are now because we're coming in to Klaus Bar. Ah, incredible. Because who is doing the match? It's me. David. It's my wife's match. Klaus, many years. It's my blog, Rugby Français.
Hello, matey. How's it going?
Good, but we do all the Super League
Yeah.
and the International, so tonight's match is one of my wife's match.
Really?
All the LED and the
She's
sponsoring.
playing. Oh, okay.
Playing? No, she's Russian. She just smashes me in the head, you know. But, oh man, this is fantastic.
Dave, what was what?
Oh wow.
Orange, you know?
Klaus, can I ask you a question? Sorry for the blog. Dave said it was South Sydney you played for, yeah?
Yeah. Long time ago.
Yeah, but I thought it was Penrith or St George, you know? It was South Sydney. Okay, right, got it. Sorry,
But his
Dave.
family grew up Manly.
I apologise.
No. They're working mainly for a long time.
Dave, guess who
Talking about 40 years ago.
I went out to dinner with once in Sydney in 2002 with Bernard Fordy.
George Piggins.
I went out with Piggins and his wife.
And, you know, with the NRL.
Yeah,
and
I
the
went out
Super
with his
League.
wife.
He
I went
was
out with his
there
wife.
negotiating with them.
Yeah, we
Of
did.
course.
Oh man, so here we are in a bar in Il Setet and we got footy on. Man, this is paradise. We can have a couple of beers. Oh, I got the Dragons there. And Yannick, you're going to have a drink, okay? No. Yannick is still recovering from last week of the Dragons, right? Okay, triple pastis for Yannick. And
Chewy Levirus.
oh man, I'm in footy heaven. This is great. It's bad news because Yannick is leaving because he's not feeling very well. But one Archer, one finger, two fingers.
What? Do you so? Archer. Archer. I feel like English.
Oh, you're a star, Yannick. Allez, I'll see you next Dragons game. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Okay, Yannick's going because he isn't feeling very well. But we can watch some footy. And yeah. And Dave is going to buy me a bottle of Crystal champagne. Yes, Dave. Champagne Cristal.
Where?
Aqui. Or bottle Patus. Vin Rouge Patus. Yes. Thank you, Dave. Nice. The family originally.
Klaus doesn't like that film.
Thank you,
He
Dave.
likes
Klaus.
it. He likes
Oh,
it.
no, fair enough. No, it's about Dan Luger because Croatian and Darko Luger. Because I knew Darko is his dad, who, by the way, had a bar in Holland Park.
Right.
And his mum was a Czech Olympic sprinter. There you go.